In the story of life on Earth, evolution rarely does things by halves. When a trait confers even the slightest advantage in survival or reproduction, nature has a habit of turning the volume up, sometimes to 11. Tonight we're examining one of the most exaggerated traits in the mammalian world, the penis. Not for shock value, but because these organs tell remarkable stories about sperm competition, female choice, mating chaos, and the raw evolutionary pressure to pass genes into the next generation. From the dusty cattle yards of the world to the sun-baked savanna and the muddy rivers of Africa, join me as we meet 7 species that took go big or go home, rather literally. We begin not in the wild, but on farms across every continent humans have touched. The domestic bull. An adult bull of a large beef breed can weigh 1,200 kilograms, and slung beneath that mountain of muscle is a penis that, when fully extended, reaches 90 centimeters, almost a full meter, with a diameter thicker than a man's forearm. But it's not just length that matters. The bull's penis is built like a fibroelastic rod. Unlike primates, whose penises inflate with blood, a bull's is stiff even when flaccid, held rigid by a dense core of connective tissue. When arousal occurs, it simply telescopes outward on a preformed S-shaped sigmoid flexure, flicking forward with startling speed, like a rapier being unsheathed. That speed is crucial. Cows ovulate only after copulation. The act of intromission itself triggers the final hormonal surge that releases the egg. A slow, gentle lover would fail. The bull has approximately 4 seconds from the moment he mounts to the moment he must be fully inside and ejaculating. Nature solved the problem with a preloaded spring. And the ejaculate. Up to 15 milliliters of semen containing billions of sperm, fired in powerful pulses that can be heard as a distinct thup-thup-thup, if you stand close enough, which, for the record, we do not recommend. Few sights in nature are more surreal than a male giraffe in full arousal. The tallest animal on Earth possesses a penis that can exceed 1.2 meters in length, sometimes reaching 1.5 meters in the largest bulls. To put that in perspective, that is longer than the arm span of an average human adult. Giraffe society is quiet and hierarchical. Males taste the urine of females to detect estrus via the flamen response, curling that extraordinary upper lip. When a female is ready, the bull follows her for days in a behavior called guarding. Eventually she stands, and he rears up behind her. Because of the extreme height difference between his hindquarters and hers, the giraffe penis must not only be long, it must be extraordinarily flexible yet strong. It is pinkish-gray, tapering, with a flattened, almost spoon-shaped tip that helps lock into the highly convoluted cervix of the female. Intromission can last less than 10 seconds, but those seconds require perfect anatomical engineering. Perhaps the strangest detail, the same vascular shunt system that prevents a giraffe's brain from exploding when it lowers its head to drink also prevents catastrophic blood pressure spikes during erection at full height. Evolution, it seems, multitasks. Few animals are as misunderstood as the hippopotamus. From a distance they look like obese, amiable river pigs. Up close they are territorial killing machines responsible for more human deaths in Africa than any other large mammal. And beneath that barrel-shaped body hangs a penis that perfectly matches the hippo's reputation for excess. Fully erect, a male hippo's penis measures between 70 and 90 centimeters, but what it lacks in absolute length it makes up for in girth and, frankly, theatricality. The organ is bright pink, spiraled like a corkscrew, and during the famous dung showering display the male rotates it at high speed, using it as a propeller to fling feces up to 10 meters, marking territory in the most flamboyant way imaginable. Mating occurs underwater. The female submerges completely, only her nostrils breaking the surface, while the bull mounts from behind. The spiraled shape is believed to match ridges inside the female's reproductive tract, creating a lock-and-key mechanism that may help prevent semen backflow in the buoyant environment. Volume of ejaculate. Estimates reach 300 milliliters, one of the largest of any land mammal. Enough, in theory, to fill a standard wine bottle. Hippos do nothing by halves. Camels are famous for endurance, bad temper, and the ability to drink 200 liters of water in 3 minutes. Less famous, but no less impressive, is the penis of the male camel, known in Arabic as the dulla when referring to the inflated soft palate, but that's another story. Both the one-humped dromedary and the two-humped Bactrian possess a penis that, when erect, extends to roughly 80 to 90 centimeters. But its most distinctive feature is the shape, a long, thin, pointed spear with a hooked process at the tip called the urethral process. This hook is thought to scrape out the sperm of previous males in what biologists politely call sperm displacement. Camel mating is notoriously violent. The male forces the female into a sitting position, often biting her neck and knocking her over if she resists. Copulation can last 20 minutes, extraordinarily long for such a large mammal, during which the male produces a thick, gel-like semen that forms a vaginal plug, again an adaptation against sperm competition in a species where females mate with multiple bulls in a single estrus. Rhinoceroses are built like prehistoric tanks. 2 to 3 tons of muscle, horn, and bad attitude. And hanging discreetly beneath that armor plating is a penis that has to be seen to be believed. In both white and black rhinos, the erect penis reaches between 70 and 100 centimeters, sometimes more in old solitary bulls. It is thick, muscular, and ends in a flattened, almost fan-shaped glands that flares dramatically. The organ is so heavy that when flaccid it is retracted entirely into a preputial sheath, completely invisible. Mating in rhinos is a marathon. Courtship can last days, with the bull following the female, resting his chin on her rump to test receptivity. When she finally stands, intromission can last up to an hour, one of the longest copulation times of any mammal. During this time the male's penis undergoes rhythmic contractions, delivering semen in waves rather than one burst, perhaps to push it deeper into the long, twisted reproductive tract of the female. Tragically, because rhinos are so endangered, most filmed mating sequences come from captive breeding programs, where success is measured not in minutes but in whether a calf is born 3 years later. Every erection, in a sense, carries the weight of a species. We have saved the largest for last, in every sense. An adult African bull elephant in peak condition can stand 4 meters at the shoulder and weigh 7 tons. Beneath him swings a penis that is not merely long, it is architectural. When fully erect, an African elephant's penis measures between 1.5 and 2 meters, averaging 1.8 meters in large bulls, with a diameter of 15 to 20 centimeters. It weighs as much as 25 to 30 kilograms, more than an adult border collie. The structure is S-shaped when flaccid, coiled inside the body. During erection it extends forward in a gentle arc, ending in a tassel-like tip with 2 lateral flaps. The urethra opens on the ventral surface, not the tip, creating a powerful jet that can propel urine, or semen, up to 5 meters, useful when you need to mark a tree trunk at head height. In must, when testosterone surges tenfold or more, bulls become walking hormone bombs. They mate whenever they can, sometimes with females still caring for young calves. Copulation is surprisingly brief, 30 to 60 seconds, but the volume of semen is staggering, up to 100 liters of fluid over a breeding season, though each ejaculation is only 50 to 150 milliliters, delivered with such force that it creates visible ripples in the vaginal canal on ultrasound. We end where humans and large penises first became obsessed with each other, the horse. A thoroughbred or draft stallion erect penis averages 70 to 90 centimeters, but individuals over a meter are documented. The glans flares dramatically into a bell shape that can double in diameter during peak arousal, creating a seal inside the mare's cervix. Like the bull, the horse penis is fibroelastic, extending rapidly from its sheath with a distinctive drop that horse handlers watch for as a sign of impending trouble. Ejaculation is explosive, up to 150 milliliters in powerful jets, each accompanied by the famous flag of the tail. But perhaps the most remarkable equine adaptation is behavioral. Stallions wash out the semen of rivals by repeated mounting before their own ejaculation, a strategy known as precopulatory sperm removal. Nature, it seems, invented the douche long before humans did. 7 species. 7 solutions to the same ancient problem: how to deliver genetic material past rivals, past distance, past physics itself. From the coiled spring of the bull to the whirling propeller of the hippo, from the gentle arc of the elephant to the flaming sword of the stallion, evolution has sculpted organs of astonishing diversity, all in service of one relentless imperative: to persist. Next time you watch a herd of cattle cross a road, or see a giraffe glide across the savannah, or hear the bellow of a bull elephant echoing through the night, remember, beneath the grandeur and the dust and the everyday miracle of life, nature is still, unapologetically, in the business of exaggeration.